communicated with me, so that was.
Well, that's good to hear.
Yeah.
Animals
so
can sense like when you get.
Oh yeah, he could. He behaved better than ever. So yeah. Okay, let's see. Log in for Twitch here.
Just bring up a couple things.
Yeah.
That's good enough for now. Okay. Made a lot of they made these changes, and I'm not sure if I'm a fan. They put the title bar now above the screen.
Oh, you mean to Twitch? I was thinking D&D fan. We're all in trouble.
No. Just it's more of I'm not sure if I like it. So
yeah. Well, they have to renew themselves.
Yeah, they got to try and improve things, but I'm not sure if I'm a fan. So how's everyone doing out there?
Yeah.
All righty, getting things rolling here.
Admit it, we are getting too old to be proper fans.
Yeah.
We're getting too stodgy and grognardy or whatever you call it.
Yeah. No, that's so true. But that's okay.
Oh yeah.
It has been primered black.
I got to get these trophies out to everyone that I gave the awards to. Still, they're still sitting here. So I still have yours. Yours, Carlos's, Rogers, and.
But you don't have to send me. Wait to Paige. Yeah.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yeah. Yeah. Wait for Paige. Yeah.
Awesome.
Because I'm flying in Wednesday, and I have no clue on what that will happen then. So we'll see. But Troy said we figure something out.
All right, yeah, and also, because Wednesday night, depending on when Troller Games gets here, I may actually have them over and play. So,
okay, cool.
We'll let you know.
Because I don't think he will get me. Ron will probably not get me until Thursday morning, so we'll see. But I didn't want to come in Thursday night, so
no, because that's all the festivities are going.
Exactly. The option was come in Wednesday afternoon or Thursday afternoon, and I didn't want to miss. So I just booked it on Wednesday.
I'm DMing Thursday night at the hotel.
Okay.
Special DMs there, so
cool.
I got to bring terrain and stuff like that for fill my car up.
And this is exactly now you don't have to fly there, so you can.
I can. Yeah, I got an SUV. I can fit it all in there.
Yeah,
which is great for a change. So, sound good, everyone out there? Let me just check that. Hopefully they can hear me. Let me just make sure. I'm just testing. It looks like it's good.
Yeah. And I have to put on my.
Hope it's good.
Yeah. I have a special sock on my right foot. I'm going to take it off and put big slipper on. Yeah. But it's getting it numbs my toes after a bit.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. So I'm going to put on. I have big winter slippers, so I'm going to. Yeah, and I try to lay down in bed as much as possible to keep the foot high.
Right.
So that's the key, and I've been
pretty good sized brush.
I've been doing other stuff today for a little bit. So.
I mean, I had a lot of fluid drain after my surgery into weird places in my body. That's all I'll say.
Yeah,
you can only imagine.
That's the problem when you get injured. Bodies do weird stuff. Yeah.
Dragger here. What's up? Sound good? Can you hear me?
That I'm filling in the details, of course. And if some of the black primer comes through, that's all the better. You definitely don't want to waste your time creating an even coat around this. It'll actually take away
sound
from
check, sound check, sound check.
And it's kind of just
hopefully
time.
We'll see how long the delay is, like 10 seconds or something.
Well,
hello, Draga here.
Kind of hit the tops and the bottoms of your timbers.
So that worries
me. Okay. Yeah, that's not good.
Don't just paint the face of these things.
Hopefully they can. They would have complained if they couldn't hear the audio from the game. Yeah, but it might be that they can hear the audio from the video.
Okay, you can hear the cheering. All right, there you go. Thank you. Yeah, there you go.
It took a while there, so yeah.
All right, we're good. Just wanted to make sure. One time I went on for like 5 minutes through the show and no one heard any of it.
Yeah, I remember we had an issue like that at least once. Yeah.
Yeah, it can happen.
I think they heard me, but not you, or something like that.
That's all right. Get your D&D game ready. It's awesome.
Particular intention.
Yeah, Draga, you run games like crazy.
Let some of those black timber lines come through. Kind of dry brush it a little bit as opposed to like a straight paint job. I might do it both ways.
There we go. All out. Okay.
Saturate it a little bit, and sometimes I might just kind of hit the tops and move.
Jeremy's got a new building he's working on specifically for GREYHAWK. The build's gonna build up and stuff, and it fits right into Altamira. It's perfect for it, yeah, and it's a location that already existed. So, yeah, I don't know if we're probably gonna keep that as a surprise for the time being, but it's gonna be awesome.
Yeah,
23 episodes. That's cool. How many do you think that's gonna take? What's up, Lord Forth?
In the end.
So, sending them all to. That was funny on your YouTube post.
Finish that up.
Forget spells and then just send them to Forgotten Realms. That was amusing.
Deal there, huh? It's about
good.
Minutes or so,
I liked it.
3. We're done with our first part here.
Let's see what we got. All right, Jeremy's good there. All right. Time is it? 6:53. We're good.
Over to the roof now. When we come back, we'll do the inside.
And not even halfway. That's cool.
That's pretty similar color.
Oh, stretch.
I'm not particularly
okay.
certain it matters if I do the ground after the walls or before, since I'm going to be.
Let me do this first.
Putting dirt down as well. But I'm just.
I got it. I pick up almost everything, man. Yellow. I'm not saying I'm the smart guy, but yeah, normally it doesn't get by me.
Little backdrop
so. Yeah.
And don't care about applying an even coat or even being careful, not worried about hitting the walls. Okay.
Let's see. I think everything was good.
Another thing is when you put that wash in there, that's going to go, the way I modeled this, it's going to go straight into those corners. So even if your corners aren't perfect, they're going to get filled up with that wash a little bit. So you'll have a little bit of grace there. Okay, let's wash this a little bit, but not too much, because like I said, it doesn't really matter. I'm going to go ahead and we're just going to be painting this straight yellow all the way around. Again, we don't want to put down an even coat.
Should be good. Hey, nice Wednesday evening. It's raining real hard here. I guess we needed it, so.
Hey, yeah, we get clouds. That's as far as much as we got today.
Those fires aren't near you, right? They're further up.
No, they're north up Santa Monica, so it's north of it's north of LA, up the coast there. So it's what is it, like it's 70, 80 miles from me.
Mr. Square Peg, hello. Thank you for the recent follow. I'm going to announce that to get because the log has it. Yo, what's up, Will?
Hello.
You going to talk a little about GREYHAWK Legends? Well, we're going to talk maybe a little GREYHAWK. How about Legends of Artwork? How's that sound, Will?
Yeah.
You working out? Your workout watch tonight? Which is all good. Gonna get some Artwork Legends tonight. Still rolling in here. Right. I'm gonna share some things as people come on too, because I got my Twitch recap is out for 2024, so I have a whole bunch of data. I want to share it with some of the people who. Like, I got my biggest fans list, Oh, the female ranger in Dragon 94. Is that the? Yeah, is that the
That's
one where she has the companion?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
94.
yeah, that's a great one too. Yep. Dragons. Yeah, I didn't even do any dragon magazines. I figured that would be a whole separate topic in itself.
Well, I looked into them.
Yeah.
I looked at. I took several of my favorites are from Dragon magazine, but I wanted them to have a clear GREYHAWK connection, so to speak. But there are plenty of, and also a lot of good covers and art from Dragon have been published in other sources too. So I have a couple of good examples of that here. So we have things that are both used at Dragon covers and are also used on GREYHAWK products. So yeah.
Yeah, it's called GREYHAWK Legends. Will, I know Tony is working on it. Tony Winslow Brill is working on that.
Yep. Oh, cool. That we can maybe get her to talk about it. Come on and
talk about it. Unfortunately, she's not going to be at GaryCon. Her and Jeremy are going this year, it sounds like. Which I'm a little upset about. But
yeah, we'll see. But maybe she can come on the show and talk about it once it's kind of
we can get Sean. I think Sean Merwin's involved too, so we can get them. Get him. So, what's up, Greg?
Yep. Hello. Yeah. Once it's so official, they can talk about it, so to speak.
Yeah. Well, it's announced.
I'm sure they can. They can exactly. Once it's announced and get rolling, they can probably come on.
It's just another benefit for the community. Mm-hmm. Just another big positive here. It's come live. Hey, hey, hey. Hope everyone is doing well. I hear a sound reverb. I wonder if that's me.
Okay.
Maybe not. I'm just looking to see if I have sound. No.
And I don't have any sound on.
It's something. I may be hearing my son in his room or something. You know, he's got something up loud. So, good evening. We kick off this week of 4 streams with Legends Lore. Got Anna and myself on. No special guests tonight, but you never know. Someone may hop on if they're interested in the topic. And we've never really done. We've had artists on like Larry Elmore, but we've never done this before. I think, and this was a Mike idea. So, Dark, what's it? Why I was lucky enough to be drawn in a recent raffle. I wasn't quite lucky enough to get on to pick from the pool of prices. I used to. It's a physical book I would want would waste on me, please. All right, so Dark, did you tell? Okay. We can do that. No problem. I got to check the list here. Hold on one second. I got it. So the Renewal Crater Lake one, I got to stop Michael from sending it to you then. Or, you know what? Thanks for doing that. Let me, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get with Michael Z. He should probably hop on. If you see him hop on, Michael Zudrak, I'll get you I'll get you a gift certificate instead. Don't worry about it. We got it. We got you covered. So thank you for letting me know on that. So, artwork, we've never done this.
Not really.
Not really. So
not in its by itself, so to speak, which I think that's a big oversight. So thanks to Mike for coming up with all these good topics we should have thought about a long time ago.
Square peg for a recent follow. There you go. So. And we're going to bounce all over the place tonight, and we'll take suggestions.
We need to talk about them too, and the products and stuff. So will be a lot of tangents tonight, I think. Which
absolutely, 100%. As people are rolling in here, just note that this is and we're going to try. Do you like Jeff D? That's cool. There's a lot of great artists out there. I'm going to pick out artwork pieces. Just try and keep them to GREYHAWK. I go old. Some of them may not be, but
now I realize I need to sit down because there's a couple of these I don't know who made them, so we need to.
Well, that's it too. A lot of them have the artist name on them, and then I guarantee you, the audience is going to help us on that.
That's good too. And I have the sources for a bunch of them sitting here, so I can
absolutely
get them, so we can figure out where they come from.
So, what's up, Rob? Good to see you, man. Let me see here for me. I always try and shout Rob out, and then I always accidentally hit Phoenix Iwaki. Got it this time, Rob. Look at that. I actually did the right one for a change. So let me just bring up something here. Okay, got it up. All right. Listen to me. I'm going to start going right to this. And it's like, I don't know who did this. I don't know specifically GREYHAWK. But this was one when I was a kid, and I got this. You guys all know what I'm talking about. The appendix pictures. It's like a story in the
Oh, I
back.
thought you meant the cover of
Oh
the
no,
original DMG
no!
cover.
This. So if you go to, if you
mm-hmm.
go to,
Yeah, those were really cool. The
yeah,
small little
it's an entire
illustrations.
story, right?
Yeah.
So
But it should be in the cover of the original DMG. There should be illustrations by or something like that inside. So let's.
Rob, I've been trying to be on a roll, man. So, oh, by the way, so Rob, you are, I think you tied with Phantom NJ tied with Gary Con Live for the most times a channel rated into me in 2024. So thank you, appreciate it. So, and that was Phantom NJ and Gary Con Live. I got all these stats. I got to say, hey, Kurt, what's up? Yeah, I love, so it's like, it's the same adventuring party, and someone put it together in one big picture, and I thought I had it, and I couldn't find it. So, yeah, and so you got this with, you got your wizard, you got like a halfling, dwarf,
Yeah.
and an elf, and a fighter, right? And then the next one is here with the trolls. Yeah.
It's listed illustrations by David C. Sutherland, Trampier, Darlene, Will McLean, David LaForce, Errol Otis, and the cover was done by David Sutherland.
So the whole group, it's a whole group.
Exactly, it's all these old classic ones that have done so. They're not listed. We don't know individually which did what.
And you got the salamanders here. I mean, it's just
a lot of them are Trampier and a bunch of others. Yeah, they are fantastic.
Encounter after encounter. Yeah.
Yeah, and they're kind of GREYHAWK because the DMG is almost GREYHAWK standard or native setting kind of ish.
And then the very last one with the stone giants, and then the vampire here is they're trying to sneak up through the tunnel to get to the treasure, and then there's the vampire waiting for him.
Yeah.
So
and even if DMG wasn't GREYHAWK when it was published, it kind of became GREYHAWK because the magic items and a bunch of stuff became GREYHAWK over the years, so to speak. So yeah.
That's true, Rob. That's very true on that. So really appreciate it.
That's true. Yeah.
But that's why I wanted to start off with. I was like, when I was a kid, I was like, man, that's like, this is a story in here, you know. And then you had the encounter one with the you know, the whole area with the stage and the map with the ghoul trap and all that in here. I mean, there were some really cool things in the original Dungeon Master's Guide. So just wanted to bring that out. And of course, you know, the Appendix N and everything else that was associated with it. But that was you know. It's like it's a devil. No, it's not. It's an Ifrit. So, but you know, some really great work in here. I think that is Darlene. Yeah, that's a Darlene right there.
Yeah, that's a Darlene.
That's a Darlene one.
And one of the things I love with the cover of this one is that it's a heraldry on it, and the shield from the guy down. Yeah, and that is Gary's shield. Gary Gygax's personal shield.
That's his personal shield.
And that was used. No, but that was used for fax.
Okay, that was used for fax.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you look at the Gygax Memorial Foundation, whatever it's called, they used this heraldry because it was Gary's shield. I'm not know if that was something he had in his family or if it was something that Gary invented, but at least it was attached to him, so to speak, or to the Gygax family. So I don't know the story behind it, but the Memorial Fund used that because it was Gary's shield. Yep.
So that's where I started off with that to kick it off. Oh, and there's one more in here, and I'll just bring it up so I don't have to find it. But the legendary, and this is technically he's retconned in the GREYHAWK. So if you go to the Apocalypse Stone, and he's on, you know, but I've used him. I used him as a fundraiser, first baddie.
Oh yes.
So and this is into A Miracle of the Chaotic. Yeah. So
which is so cool because that is on it's a real street and on a Greek island. And the dumb thing is that I've been on the island and I didn't realize that I might have walked the street without knowing it. And damn, now I want to go back. I forgot which island it was. Iconos. I'm not sure which one it was, but someone found the thing, and I realized I've been on the island. And I played D&D at times. I didn't have a clue. Back then, I didn't have a clue that was.
But just a great Great piece of artwork, and that's DAT. Is that
DAT?
Yeah, is that
Trampier.
Yeah,
DA Trampier. Yeah.
The green griffin sign, everything to it. Just and that wonderful grayscale. Let me go. All right, so let me go back then to the Dungeon Master's Guide. If I didn't close it, I don't think I did. You said page 40, Darlene on page 48. So let's go see which one it is on 48 here. Oh yeah. I have this one, the Dryad in the woods. Oh yeah, absolutely. I can blow this up even more because I got the pick snip separately. There you go, a little darker. Yeah. So yep, definitely. That's a great one too. It's a little foggy, but in this, but yeah. The Dryad meeting the venturing party in the woods. Yeah, yeah, I agree 100%. I love that one. That's a beautiful piece. Beautiful old piece.
I can recommend, if you want to see old streets like that from that picture, for real, you go to Crete, to the town of Chania, the city of Chania.
Crete, okay.
It's fantastic. It has a port that is over 4,000 years old. And some of the buildings are they're thousands of years old, and it's fantastic. It has a city wall, and it's gorgeous. It has streets just like that. Even more beautiful than any of the other Greek islands I've seen. It's fantastic. Chania, it's gorgeous on the island of Crete. I can highly recommend it as a fantasy outing, so to speak. And it's full of restaurants and stuff, so you can sit there and eat. You can see it's wonderful. Just walk around. It's become touristy, but it's still fantasy vibes.
I wonder if they even know there that it's in a Dungeon Master's Guide.
No, I don't. Yeah, they should put a plaque on the wall.
Yeah.
On the now I forgot which island, but it's one of the other Greek islands. But Crete is one of the bigger ones, so one of my favorites. Yep.
Excellent.
Yep.
Hopefully that's a good start there. Just showing some. Yeah, we're gonna all go through some of the ones we love, and then we'll take suggestions. I almost have everything in PDF, so I can bring almost anything up.
Yeah.
So
should we go from my folder and start with boxed set?
Yeah,
because
sure.
Because it's kind of public.
Which one?
It calls boxed set. Boxed set. There should be one there.
Oh, yeah.
Because it is the most classical GREYHAWK image of them all, so to speak. No, it's an Easley.
Oh, Jeff Easley,
Jeff Easley, and to me, it's not the best. We get to some of the other ones that I think are better as artworks and so on, but this is such an iconic GREYHAWK piece that is beautiful. It's gorgeous art, and it's such a GREYHAWK feel to it, because it was the image of from the 83 box set. And look at his lance. Look at there you see the Gygax shield there again, the same one that is on the Dungeon Master's Guide. So yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely definitely awesome.
Yeah, so this one needs to be high on the list, and then we get to another one. But this one is good. Both, it's a wonderful
thanks, Alex.
Composition. You have a foreground, you have a background. It's it's a classical composition image, and it's gorgeous, and it's a little bit fairy tale-ish and full color and stuff. So yeah, so I love it.
So you can actually get that print on Larry Elmore's site, even though it's
I think you can.
Alex just linked it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yep.
That's cool.
Yeah, I took this screenshot from one of the art books of D&D. I have the whole bunch of them here.
Maybe I'll ask Larry to give that as one of the giveaways for the fundraiser this year, because he normally does 6 prints.
Okay, well, that will be fantastic, because it can't be more GREYHAWK than this.
I'll see if that's possible.
Yeah.
See if
so I wanted to start with this because I think it's great art, and it's so much GREYHAWK in one go.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely, 100%. Really cool. Let's see here. So kind of it's the same theme going to the Wars set from there, right?
Yeah.
It's the same because it was on Dragon to start, right? It's kind of.
Oh, this one, yeah. This one
Legends
is
of the Lore cover when we start the show.
Yeah, exactly. You used it too, and this is interesting because it was on the GREYHAWK Wars box set.
Yeah.
That's where it came out originally, and then it was used on a Dragon magazine, or vice versa. I'm not sure. I think it was about the same time. Yeah. So yeah. So that it's a small lower resolution. So this one, and yeah, I absolutely love this picture for the background more than the foreground.
Yeah.
It's such an awesome picture, and the Greyhawk Wars, and I intend to use this for my maps, and this I'm going to make into the town, or the it's a fortified town redoubt that is north of Shendel.
Oh,
So
okay.
I'm going to take the image of that, making it into a gigantic hill fort type, so to speak. So it's like a
Because it's
hill.
not necessarily said where it's not specifically.
No, exactly. It's not specifically
Awesome.
set when you read. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to make Redoubt looking like this, because
Okay.
I did that for my campaign. So I'm going to map it. It's going to be a big round hill surround with a white wall on top, and cut through for interior stuff. So I'm going to use this as an inspiration for Redoubt. Between Crockport and Chendel is a bastion that is guarding the north of Furundi and the entry into Chendel. So it's from the Marklands and even the Undying. I think both it's mentioned in both of them. So I'm wanted to. So when I saw this, I was like, yes, that's the place I wanted to depict, so to speak. And I love it because you have an eagle up in the sky as well. So it's a wonderful composition with the ominous clouds and stuff. So yeah.
Excellent.
Yep.
Like, we're never going to go through everything here, right?
Oh, that's
and that's the great thing. So let's go. Let's go. Old.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
One of my favorites, which got made. Troy helped with Dan Smith, that we did for one of the Virtual Con shirts, I think 2 years ago, and that is just a cover.
Yeah.
I mean, the Skelter picture.
Do we know who did these?
I should.
We should be on the list somewhere.
Someone's going to tell me on live.
Yeah. Is it a Trampy or La Force or Errol Otis?
I think it's Errol Otis, right?
You have somebody little down at the bottom left there. It looks like
Michael, not to put you on the spot, but can we do a $15 GC for Darksteel Spork instead of the book? Can we do that just from last Thursday? Does that sound fine? Just let me know, man. Just swap it out, because that way you don't even have to mail it. All right? Does that work? Let me know. That's a Willingham. Okay. All right, there you go. Back cover of L1. L1 is the one where the back cover has nothing to do with the adventure, right? That's the joke, right? It's got a Hydra on the. That's Errol Otis. It's got a Hydra on the back. It says nothing to do with the adventure at all, if I recall. So, yeah. I will send you a Discord message, Michael, when the show's over. So there you go. Yeah, because he confusing your sources. So yeah, this is Errol Otis. Yeah, and yeah, absolutely. What's up, Patrick? So, yep, it's signed here. Errol Otis is signed, right there, 81. But like, I love the. I love the. Just, this is in the Len day, and I've taken a lot of what Len has done, and I've put the Skelter and the Zombire monsters, which don't really appear anywhere else until like maybe one or two other publications years later, don't appear, and they're great monsters. So I use them all the time, especially with earlier low level parties. So it's got a place in my heart for this one. So definitely. And then through Bonehill, there's always some nice little pieces. That's in our Willingham, it looks like. Of good artwork through it.
I'm trying to find out who did the cover art for that one for magazine. I'm looking into it, but a cover.
Sam says it's Willingham.
No, the dragon cover. I'm trying to find out cover. Blah blah blah. It says the story, but it doesn't say who 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 painted it.
A lot of zapping going on in this.
Yeah. Production, art director, publisher. What the heck?
Golem. Oh, Patrick, thanks.
Terrible that they don't have the cover art. They don't mention.
Yeah, where is it? That's one of my, even though it's small.
Oh, Roger Raup.
Okay.
Roger Raup. Yeah, he said that he researched it, but that he probably meant that he painted it too.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
One of my favorites, The Church of the Big Game. Yeah, because Len was big on gambling and stuff in the game and all, and it's a small picture, but I love the artwork there. So they're rolling dice, playing a dice game. So yeah.
Yeah, they look very animated.
Good old Bonehill L1 for me. So, EO didn't like the module. Right. He made the Hydra picture. So which had nothing to do at all with the adventure. I think there's one other adventure module.
But they didn't. Art budgets were small. They had to reuse things and just put things in there to fill it out.
Patrick, thanks, man. You didn't have to do that. Let's get a hype train rolling here. Like I said, if we always get over level 3, I will double it for the winner, like I've been doing. So, awesome. Thank you so very much. Okay, so thanks, Moose. That'll get us there. I think if I do, boom. Okay, so let me do another quickie module here.
Yeah. We have plenty of time. So.
Yeah, we got plenty of time. So let me see here. I got to go back. I couldn't put them all in the folder because there's so many. I didn't know which ones would come up. So I'm going to bring up other Len one. And this is cool cover. This is the Assassin's Knot. The cover itself here is just, the style looks different. Let me see if I can figure out who this was.
I think it's the same artist that did some of the UK modules. I think it was the same artist. It looks very similar to the guy.
Oh, okay.
Some of the UK ones, they were from the same era too.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good one
this
too.
is rated in the top 30 of all time adventures. That was in Dungeon. So thank you. We got ourselves a hype. We're going to go over a couple. Once we get a couple more on, I'll take a quickie 5-minute and go over some stats and show some things from the channel. So remember that cover drawing in when I brought those years ago. Yep. So another good one with, as you can see, Len was very. This is another big one. That's another really cool picture. You know. Always gambling in Len games. There's always gambling going on in Len's adventures. So, yep. Part of the storyline in this one. So, I like the old page layout because it was simple. It is, and that's like in the style of this. Carlos tries to emulate this style, right? So, if you like Carlos Lysing adventures, that's another great place to. You'll have the same type of layout, with his. Yeah, that's your day getting ruined by a spell, right? So, yeah, I wouldn't want to go to combat with that outfit on. Good old, yeah. This was a tough adventure to run. I don't know how many of you have DM'd this. It's tough because you gotta know time and place and where everyone is.
Well, it's a murder mystery, so you have to you have to get every detail right.
Yep,
yeah,
that's right. Rascal, I think you're on the list. You want to stick around? Get on that list. I'll show you in a bit. I think you're on it. We'll find out in a second. Yeah, that's a cool reverse image. Yep. Some nice stuff. All right, there we go. It's on the back cover on this one. Oh, he didn't have anything on the back cover on that one. He just talked about it. All right. Cool. Oh, thank you.
It must have been one of the earliest modules that had that yellow band
Yeah.
button at the top and stuff. That they started
cool.
later first edition. They started with that new production, the new layout or the new graphics, so to speak, when they got the yellow spined or orange spined books and stuff.
All right, Anna, let's go from your pile here. What do you want to?
Okay, let's go with the Adventures from the
Oh, yeah. Well,
Adventures
yeah.
hardback.
I mean, my gosh.
This is another
thanks,
easily,
Right.
and I love it because it's trying to do something cool with an old classic monster. So you have the hippogriff that is, or griffin, that is the made cool. And when I saw this first time, that's what a griffin should look like. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, and you can. It's like flying through the air, and that's why it's got some wind resistance and it looks cool.
Yeah, it looks cool, and I love it. Yeah, and I love the composition.
Is that a wyvern or a dragon in the background?
It's
you
kind
know.
of just
Yeah.
exactly. It's just something that looks cool, so to speak.
Yeah.
It's there to look cool. So, and it's also an iconic GREYHAWK image because it was on the GREYHAWK hardcover.
And a lot of people gosh, outside the community, I always look on Twitter to see, always see what's going on, right? And a lot of people bash the GREYHAWK Adventures book. And I'm like, I don't know why you're bashing the book.
I can understand it because if you're not into GREYHAWK, it doesn't tell you anything. It's just a mishmash of cool anecdotes, items, little snippets and stuff. So if you're a GREYHAWK nerd, it's awesome because it's full of little nerdy stuff about GREYHAWK. But if you barely know what GREYHAWK is, it's useless. It doesn't have much mechanics in it.
Yeah.
It doesn't.
That's true. No mechanics at all.
Exactly. It's just little anecdotes, lore dumps, and so on and so forth. Little nuggets of stuff. And meaning, if you're into GREYHAWK and the settings person, this is wonderful. But if you're just not into GREYHAWK, it's useless. It's no generic D&D stuff. There is no classes. There are a few spells. That's about it. But those spells are not because they are particularly good spells. It's because they're GREYHAWK spells. Yep. That's the cool thing with them.
St. Cuthbert.
Yeah.
So you do have some decent artwork in here. Alana.
Yes, exactly. And those are, I think, early Ken Frank was my guess. I'm not sure because I love that I never got to it, and we should get to it if we have time over by the end here. We should get to Ken Frank stuff because it's spread out in a bunch of them. So, but it might be too early for Ken Frank. No, it's probably too early for Ken Frank.
Yeah, I don't think it is. So.
Yeah, it's too early for him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Someone decided a full page Camp Rat pick would be good.
Yeah.
That I'm like, I would have rather had a Sword Wraith picture there. Yeah,
but I'm also amazed at her camping outfit. It's very adventurous.
Blue,
looking at her, but it's not if you're out fighting camp rats, you're doing in a Mm-hmm.
So that's cool, Blue. So just let me know if I was in your top 5. I know Dragger here let me know of viewing places. I always appreciate it. Hold on one second here. Thank you all for the sub.
I'm just going to open the door.
Take your time. Appreciate it. You're my top mower. Awesome. I appreciate that. Blue, I don't know if you're in. We'll see if you're in the top 9. So you are my number. Viewing stream number 1 there, Greg. I appreciate it. I'm going to share the top 9 according to Twitch people as more get on. So, well, Michael, just sit tight, please, because I think you'll be. It jumbles them because every time you look, it's different, but this shows the top 9. So I love this. I love this Sword Wraith pick. I love that picture there. Yeah, that's a cool picture of them on the bones, like plotting and stuff. That and the drowned one's picture is cool as well. I love that one too. Very nice, basic. You don't have to be really intricate, but basic on the artwork. It's all right, Blue. It's no big deal. Yeah, and I think that's Nerf Gosgill there. So there's a lot of great art, artwork in this, even though this was rushed. So look, there's the symbol again, Anna. Look.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And that's supposed to be Sentinel Nerve. So what's that doing in GREYHAWK? Or a guard in GREYHAWK? Is it Sentinel Nerve or is it just a picture?
That the art never follows the text properly. They very quickly they kind of lose that connection, unfortunately.
Look, I just want to say thank you to all of you. That's all I'm saying. I'm not, it's okay. I'm just saying thank you. Thank you so very much, because I'm going to share some of those numbers probably as we get midway through, around 8 o'clock, as we get some other people hopping on here. Let me scroll through and see what else we got here. That's a Reno the Star picture, if I recall correctly. He's always getting in trouble. In GREYHAWK, and he actually and from the ashes they kill him off. Jaron Crimea picture, supposedly, right there. Probably some kind of gin there. Barmaid pick. That one's just a throw in. You can barely even see that one. This one was used before. I've seen. This one before,
a lot of the art.
A lot of it's reused.
Yeah.
That's a cool picture. I like that, with the trolls scaling the mountain, and you got orcs up here and the trolls coming up, and this person is in a lot of trouble. And what do you got coming in? Harpies, it looks like. So that's a cool picture. Patrick, Darling's probably your number 2, right? Which is awesome. So Darling was my number 2 watch for a reason. Like, there's What's up, Bill? Bill, did you see the email with Jeremy and the building? It's perfect for that application. Don't you think so? The one that I discussed in the email, let me know. I'm trying to hide it. So for Altamira, I love that piece he's working on. So thank you all. Like I said, we doubled the giveaway on that. It's a level. We got a level 4, so we're doubling it up. Another cool. That's a cool one with the dragon head on the horse.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's neat.
Yep, that's an excellent.
Yeah.
One.
So Chuck, what's going on, Chuck? Gotcha. Now we got all the giveaway gift cards all worked out. We are good. So, all right, let me just scroll through this real quick here. I know there's one I love, and that is the female wizard backstabbing the. That's in this one, isn't it? Backstabbing the vampire, or is that in a different one? I thought it was in this one. Am I remembering this wrong? I could have sworn it was in this one. The vampire. Yeah, there's a vampire being backstabbed, or is that in a different or is that in? I thought it was in this one. I thought it was right at the beginning of the treasure. Hold on.
Oh, you mean the
there's a bigger picture of this in another publication, right?
Okay.
Monster Manual or Treasure Assortment? Yeah, but this one, where she's backstabbing the vampire. Yeah. So Thrommel, that's funny. So that is funny. Yep. No Thrommel. So everyone noticed on your Twitch thing, the title's up top now. They put the title up top, but it's cut off now, and you got to click on. This is why when they do shit that they think is going to make it better, an arrow comes up just to see the whole title. Now you can't see it all, just like it wasn't beneath all the time. Yeah. So they think things are better, make things better, and it's kind of more annoying. So, yeah. But I like that one. So, okay. Alrighty, Anna. Let's go back to your folder. Like I said, the header things. I don't like it where they put it there, but where they blue. What am I gonna do?
Yeah. So go. Yeah. When it comes, there is a go to From the Ashes, because this is one of the really cool ones. I think that.
Give me a sec here. I lost my place in my.
Yep.
Okay.
It's another easily. He did a retake on the '83 box.
Oh yeah, the cover From the Ashes. Yeah. Oh my God.
Yeah. Which I think it's brilliant. You have the world on fire, so to speak, and
this looks like a nightmare or an undead, and what is riding it? You just don't know.
Well, exactly. But the important bit is that the knights were instead of shiny knights, they are now undead horrors,
Right.
death knights, whatever, something cool that is going, and the landscape is desolated, the castle in the background is on fire and stuff. I love the idea they took with it, and it's another easily masterpiece with that I just love it. It's fantastic. So yeah.
So you can see the title now, no matter what. There's no way around it. So maybe that's why they did it. People complaining, oh, they don't know what the stream's about. Well, now there's no way you can miss it. So I don't know.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, they
That
put it on
might
the
be
very top now, but
okay. Yep.
it's not the end of the world. So yeah. So From the Ashes was yeah. It's cool because like you want to know more about the story.
Yeah, and I also love that it plays with the original box set. It's an homage to the original box set. Just so it really ties into the story, and it's good art, and it's yeah. So it ticks a lot of boxes for me. And also compared to a lot of other D&D products, GREYHAWK doesn't have. Meaning Forgotten Realms and Dragonlance and stuff have way more iconic images that belong to them, because a lot of the years when TSR were pumping out when TSR did have the best production values and stuff, they were dedicated to Forgotten Realms and Dragonlance way more than GREYHAWK. We got the early years, which meant that we got the leftovers, and the amount of money went into art budgets on GREYHAWK products were minuscule compared to Forgotten Realms and Dragonlance and others. So that's why we have to pick up the scraps, so to speak. We got a few, and these are some of the
a few. You're absolutely right on the word of a few here. I'm trying to.
We don't have that many iconic, beautiful images as the other ones have. They got way more art budget on the other lines of products than GREYHAWK, so to speak. So yeah.
I'm trying to find the. Here it is.
Yep.
All right. Frick. Open. Okay, here's the campaign book that's inside that, and let's see what we got.
I don't like that much. This stiff, that image is too stiff for me. It's no real action and stuff. It's kind of beautiful, but it doesn't
there's no, if there was heraldry somewhere, it would be different.
Exactly. Like it's just it's beautiful and so on, but it doesn't have the presence, so to speak. It's not really
right. It's
cool.
not one we've ever talked about before.
Exactly, and one of these that it's sad with the artist. And so, this is Ken Frank or Ken Frank or Reynolds. They were the same era, and I love those.
All the artwork in here tells stories.
Exactly, I love these sketches that are in this era. Products from then are fantastic. So there, there are a bunch of them in here that Ken Frank and Reynolds did a lot of these.
This is Ken Frank. It says it right.
Yeah,
it's a Ken
they
Frank,
are fantastic.
Definitely.
For me, he captured a lot of the essence of GREYHAWK.
Reynolds. Yeah, right.
Reynolds and Ken Frank did a lot of these black and white sketches from the early '90s to the late '90s, about 2000. A lot of them.
Here's the page that tells you all the updates in the Free City. So there's and Ren of the Star is dead. I was just talking about him right there. Oh, he's dead.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yep. So Whistling Fish.
That's another one. Yeah, that one is from the GREYHAWK box set. I think it appeared the first time, and then they used it in many other.
It's nice. It's nice though.
I love it. It's kind of an isometric perspective, which is kind of cool.
Valerie Valsek as well. Yep, you're right there. And Alex, absolutely. It's going to keep on scrolling through this as we get through dock area.
Yeah. A lot of these are you can see a lot of cool little details, and they fit the stories well.
Yep.
And they have heraldry in the margins of From the Ashes, which is really cool. And one of the stories with From the Ashes was that when it came out, the borders were printed, and the headlines or all the headlines in the book were printed with silver, so you could barely see it. And I remember I was part owner of a game store, so when we got a box of these box sets, there were a big disclaimer and say, "We are so sorry" from TSR on top of it, because this was supposed to have been golden printed.
Right.
Just like even the Undying and the Marklands were golden. But then someone screwed up at the printers, so printed them silver instead of gold. So that's why they're kind of dull and boring. So
Doom Grinder, the good Doom Grinder.
Yeah. But some of the best things with the Doom Grinder is actually the art, not the adventure. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So it's kind of interesting. You can have screw ups like that with the printing. So I remember I should have saved that because that was worth a lot now. So I think that's again Ken Frank when he.
That's Griffin Riders.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So that's a good one out of that as well. Yeah. Let's see, just a lot less artwork in here than you think.
Yeah, so, but they were starting to go downhill financially when this came out, so they didn't have that much. Yeah. Exactly, art is expensive, so so they were starting to lose money.
And then town maps. We won't even go into the mapping.
Ooh, this one, I love this one. Ooh, it is fantastic. It must be a Ken Frank because it's so. This is one of the best.
It's just Ken Frank right there.
Yeah, this is. Oh, I love these orcs. Are so awesome. They are both hilarious, comical, and kind of cool looking at the same time. I just love them. It's fantastic.
And they're not Middle Earth orcs. They're GREYHAWK orcs.
Exactly. These are GREYHAWK orcs. Yeah. I just love them. They are fantastic. They are a little bit silly, a lot of cool, and all that combined. So yeah.
Yeah, the Runt Hill Giant there, Bill, and the Whistling Fish. Yeah.
So I hope if they ever do a GREYHAWK movie or TV series or whatever, that's the model of orc I want to see in the.
Well, you heard they're having trouble now doing this Drizzt series because of all that Drowler Evil thing and all that BS going on. It's good.
Well, on the other hand, the political climate is changing now, so now might be the time to start producing.
Oh, it's okay now for them to be evil again.
I was just going to say now you come on here, yeah.
So you got all the dignitaries here.
It's all the ambassadors from various countries to GREYHAWK. Another wonderful Ken Frank, because these are the characters.
Yeah, and they match the descriptions. Mm-hmm. So
exactly, that's what they do. So it's fantastic.
Absolutely.
So Ken Frank is one of my hidden heroes when it comes to GREYHAWK art. He's up there. Yeah.
All right, let's see if we get. There's a couple more. I think there's some adventuring groups in here. That is Wazim Kualala's Golden Scimitar, the adventuring group.
Okay.
Because it's all Backlunish, except for they have a Sul albino female with them. Yep, and that's that group, and that's another Ken Frank. He's right there. Yep. So yep, and they're listed afterwards, I think here. Yep, there they are. Wazim Kualala's Golden Scimitar.
Okay. Yeah.
An adventure group I don't use, but they're listed in my overall listing.
Yeah.
There's an Arleyman, Bill. Woohoo! Our kid group. Now, all right. I think that's it. I think there may be one or two other ones in this.
Yeah.
So we got some. Yeah, you're right. This is the Ken Frank era. Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah. It lasted all the way up to the Living GREYHAWK Gazetteer in 2000.
I think that was the end. Is he around still?
I don't know. I haven't seen him talked about or appearing on the scene or at the conventions or anything like that. So I'm not sure.
Oh, did you see who the special guest that he's been hiding for Paige was all this time?
No.
Kelsey Dion.
Oh, I saw her. I didn't realize she was the secret. I saw she was a guest. I saw the email and the Facebook post. I didn't realize she was a secret guest.
Yeah, she was.
He's been hiding,
one.
But I said,
everyone thought it was Ed, and I said no, it's not Ed because Ed would have told me it's not Ed.
Yeah. Oh, so but it's awesome that she's coming. That's great. So yeah.
Yeah, Bill wants to meet her.
Mm-hmm.
Bill, you dog. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. Kelsey isn't the secret. Oh, I thought she was. What? Alex, who the hell's the secret guest then?
Okay.
I thought she was.
Oh, okay. Well, I just saw she was announced as a guest and the other day. So yeah.
I thought she was a super double secret probation secret guest. Well, Okay. Let's see here. Oh my gosh. Really hasn't announced that yet? All right, well, he can, whatever. Oh, she's the one that created Shadow Dark, Bill.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's the one that created Shadow Dark. Oh. Okay, well that's cool. I thought she was. Last minute change of plans. Good. This one we have together. So you have the full artwork, and then I have the full adventure. So let's go for it. Here we go. I'll put your artwork up. Brilliant artwork.
Oh yes, yeah. This, if there is one image that is more iconic GREYHAWK than anyone else, and it must be the Temple of Elemental Evil cover image. And it's also, I think, my number one D&D TSR artist. That was staff artist Keith Parkinson, who did this. And in my opinion, he is the best. He didn't work that many years, and he also passed away a while ago, so we lost him, unfortunately. Yeah, so I think this one is absolutely gorgeous in my opinion, and it's such fantasy. It's fairly simple, even it has a lot of details, and I love that it fades out into dark, so to speak, and it's gloomy, and it's also ties into the probably the most renowned GREYHAWK adventure ever, so to speak. That was written for GREYHAWK even from its inception. So this one oozes GREYHAWK. It's great art, and it's fantastic. So it must be high on the list.
I don't know if I have GDQ on my computer because I don't consider. I say they mashed that together and they didn't need to. That's just like me, all right? So I love that. Okay, they did that, but this is it for me.
Yeah. This art, when it comes to art, this is, and it's good art, great art, fantastic fantasy art, but it's also tied directly to GREYHAWK because that's
my favorite of all time too. I just got an idea, Bill and anyone else, Alex, Michael. That's I'm going to reach out to. Oh my God. Ron Meischner, and I'm going to see if I can get an interview at some point with Frank Menser and live stream it, even if it's only for 30 minutes, and talk about his participate, because it says Gary Gygax, Frank Menser, and Temple of Elemental Evil for Page, because he's going to be there. So let me try, because it just came to me. I was like, oh my
see
gosh.
if you can get him for a live stream or recorded or whatever at Page.
Yeah,
that sounds like a good idea. Yep.
Yeah, because all right, so let's go over the art in here, because one of my most iconic monsters of all time, and I use the art when I have one in an adventure, I show the art out of this because it's like great. It's like great art. So this has, and it's got the helmet in here too, and we've seen all the helmet stuff, and there's really cool.
And that is another
pictures.
great art piece that is, I think, forgotten, because I love the perspective, and this one matches the map perfectly, which I think is fantastic.
Alex, yeah, I'm gonna reach out to Ron after the stream, and I'll send him a message, just saying that it came up in the stream tonight, and that we should discuss specific Temple of Elemental Evil. What he did, what parts of his Rufus and Byrne, the most iconic picture of Rufus and Byrne that's in existence is this picture right here.
Yeah.
So even though you can't see Byrne's facing away, but still.
Yeah, and what I love with these little images is that they match the map and the text.
Yep.
So the production values are really, really high. One piece fits in with the other one, and it's not only great art; it's art that matches the text, it matches the maps, and I just love that it's connected together and makes the whole thing better.
All right. This says this looks like Trampier. I think that's Trampier right there.
Yeah, I think so too. And this is another beautiful, wonderful,
So, all right, hold on. Virtual GrowCon 2.
Yep.
I won't tell you how much this was. It was crazy. I don't want to stand because you know what happens when I stand, but.
Yeah.
All right, I still haven't wall mounted this. Let me flip back to a main screen here real quick. I had this done, and look, it's a return to.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
So of
That's
that,
the one that I colorized it afterwards.
yes, you did.
That,
You colorized it in the pink.
yeah,
It
so
looks
it
awesome
matched
for
the
the
it matched the
shirts.
covers.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah.
but the illustration like this is gorgeous. It's
Yeah.
fantastic. It's yeah, and it ties into the that Trampier image of it. So this one should go into the annals of GREYHAWK art,
And
great GREYHAWK
if
art.
you take a look right back here in the corner back here, he added the eye. See the eye banner?
Mm-hmm.
It's ruined. Yeah. So this was a return
Yep.
to
Yep.
one. So yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep. So this one, it's I think it's one example, another great example when you use previous art and then build on it, so to speak, for the next.
It's just after that year, I was like, you know what? This is a small con. I can't. We can't do that every year because it was a lot of money.
Yeah,
so it's the most I ever want to pay for artwork. So thank you that we have Dan Smith and all the others that Troy has coordinated us with that we can pull out a good one at a reasonable price, and so really cool. Yep. So let me bring it back to the Moat House. The temple has great, all right. Aside from the nodes, everyone just likes the nodes. I just like the nodes, but I like the characters that are within the nodes, right? In fact, I know Will used one of them for his wizard spell book, right? So let's keep on going here. We got some rats. That's Nulb. You love this because of the heraldry in the background here.
Yeah,
this
but
piece
also
of
it's an Elmore that is just gorgeous. But look at these portraits, meaning they're all wonderful. They're fantastic. And this is the age
Tino.
when Elmore did he did so much of the Dragonlance stuff that I almost get Dragonlance vibes when I see this one, because he did so many Dragonlance covers and stuff. But I just love, all the portraits are gorgeous, but it's the heraldry in the background that makes it, to me, like, wow, that's so cool.
And you did that.
I made it. Yeah, I said it. That's the village of Nulb.
That's Nulb's heraldry.
Nulb's heraldry, and we can put in, say that maybe there was a Nulb guy eventually. I haven't written the story of Nulb, but I simply say, well, that's the Nulb. So someone stole the shield from Nulb a long time ago and then hung it up in the Welcome Wench.
So I don't think a lot of people realize there's an Elmore in here. Right?
That's true. Yeah.
A lot of people don't realize there's an Elmore in Temple of Elemental Evil artwork.
Exactly.
So,
yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So. Mm-hmm.
Yep. And it's so cool. So yeah.
Nulb. I mean, Nulb, you gotta work on and build it up. And
I love that sketch they did. This one is that tiny little sketch of the temple.
Showing the outside.
Fantastic.
Of it,
that might have been maybe that was the sketch that Keith did
initially.
Initially,
you see all the heads up top. Yeah,
exactly. That might have been one of the ones they did. Yeah, he did initially, and they used it in the module.
Yeah, this is Fred. This is Fred.
Yeah, this is from Nulb, I guess, the herbalists.
Yeah, Fred's a name for who? It's a code name for someone.
Yeah,
is Fred Diesel? Fred is.
Okay.
I forget who Fred is.
Oh, but that was a Fred Fields, though. But I think this is too early
no, it says Fred, comma J.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So it's a moniker.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's see. My friends hunker down in one of the rooms. Hence, that's cool. Man, you got memories. Like, so I remember finishing T1 in 1987.
Fred is Elmore. Okay.
Yeah. Fred is Elmore. Okay, so this is Elmore as well. Thank you, Patrick. This is another Elmore.
There's two Elmores in yep.
I should have known that, Patrick. Thank you. We ran in 87, and that weekend at Altamira was founded. Same weekend. Finished it up in 87 down in Virginia. That was part 1. And part 2, Tim killed everyone. And then part 3 was the founding of Altamira. Yeah. 3 different adventures. Cool.
Yep.
If you're stupid, you'll break all the seals.
We did that when we played it the first time when I was a player. We of course did it. We chopped it up and screwed up and we had to run away. We couldn't go in and whatever. So yeah.
just a cool
Yep.
car.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it tells you the Dias trap.
Yep.
Yeah, some
That's
rooms.
another good one. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love these environmental
Yeah, you can see it's like
sketches.
the old weapons room, you know?
Yeah, and
So,
exactly, and they match the text. That's why they're so good. It's not just art they added in
okay.
for filler. They are actually there because they depict what's in the text.
Some more runes. Runes.
Mm-hmm.
Doors. Get down to the end. Cool pendant.
Yep. And then we have the skull at the end too, the
Yeah,
magic
we're
items.
getting to
Yeah.
the monster too that
Oh
I
yeah.
love.
Mm-hmm.
So as you can see, there's a lot of more just adventure text. Yeah,
Oh, that's a cool one. Yeah.
yeah. The gargoyle with a smile on his face, like we're gonna slaughter you. Look
Yeah.
at this mix. You got short trolls. Actually, maybe they're not short compared to the giants back here,
I
and
was just gonna
that's an
say
Ettin right
it's that
there.
they're big. Yeah.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. So trolls. That's
The black dude with wings on
yeah,
the right there is yeah.
you're gonna have pictures of some deities in here too coming up. All right,
Oh yeah, we
scroll.
have
There you go. Another
oh yeah, it's
stock
another
room.
good one. Yep.
Okay. There's the node, the
Yep.
connections. That's a
That was
that's a
typical. They had little booklets back then where all these images were without any
some of them,
text. And
not in this
yeah,
one, but
like
yeah,
Tomb of Horror,
yeah.
exactly, Tomb
Tomb of
of
Horrors,
Horrors. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Tomowacon, yeah,
Yep.
yeah. A couple others had, it was neat, but
Yeah, it's a player booklet. Yeah,
yeah,
because people didn't have copy machines and stuff like that,
right.
or you could just take a
All right, here come the
smartphone
nodes.
picture and stuff. Yeah.
So, like, all right, the node. I never used the nodes. I didn't stand up,
Oh,
but really
yeah,
cool character pictures of those running around. So
yeah.
your first instance of that I know of an alu demon. She's an alu demon actually. It's just her horns are hidden.
Yeah. And they look like Elmore. Elmore did them.
She's definitely an Elmore. Probably all
Oh
three of
yeah,
them are.
yeah.
They're probably
Yeah,
all Elmores.
oh,
Yeah.
yeah, they look gorgeous. Yeah.
Yeah. So, and I know Sargon's the one that Will did. Yep. Okay. Still, let me get to the end here. That's a cool like one through a mirror, a
Yeah.
reflection.
Or it's an eye, I
Is
think.
that an eye?
I think so.
A
I think
wizard
it's
eye?
or a
Oh,
reptilian
it's a
eye.
reptilian
Yeah.
eye. So it's a
Mm-hmm.
basilisk eye.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Appendices. There's Ayu's. I like that Ayu's picture.
Oh yeah, that's one of that. There's three really good pictures of IUs.
Yeah,
and
one.
This is one of them. And then there's two others that are fantastic.
St. Cuthbert.
Oh, that's it. With the crumpled hat on top of the helmet. I love it.
And the club looks like, it's not long like a staff. It looks like a club.
It's a cudgel. Yeah.
It's going to bash your head in with. Zugdemoy. The ugly
yeah, exactly. We have an ugly Sukmoy and a beautiful Sukmoy.
Well, is this the one Roblar spent the weekend with?
It must be the other one.
Oh, okay.
It must be the other one. Yeah.
Pre-surgery.
Yeah, they're pre-surgery. Yeah, that's a good one.
There it is.
Oh yeah.
My Juggernaut picture.
Yep.
So so
it's the weirdest ever, but I love it anyway.
Yeah.
But it's weird.
Just giving you an idea of just. Because when I've used Juggernauts in the Delve in the Lord's Tomb adventure, I ran at GREYHAWK, at Gary Con, at Page, and no, did I run at Page? Yeah, I ran at Page, and then also at PAX a couple years. Just running putting that Juggernaut in. So yep, and there's the there's one
that's
skulls, the Orb of Golden Death.
Yep.
Yep, and there you go, and there's Map Pack. There you go. So that is the Temple of Elemental Evil, filled with a lot more Elmores than we thought.
Yeah, and even those little isometric maps of the places were really, really cool at the end. At the very, very end, there was the maps go up a few. That one is good too, but there were a couple of village maps probably before. Yeah, exactly. These are isometric ones, and that was
early.
So even the maps are. Yeah, look at that. Meaning that's from its time, it's a masterpiece. So they are really, really cool. So
Probably Black Dog. Probably. Because they can't have hideously ugly things anymore, right? So they got Anna's got the artwork for Zuchtboy. We've all seen minis. Like she gets hotter and
yeah.
hotter as the years go by.
Oh
You know what
yeah,
I mean?
but I must say that Zuchtboy is in the Gord books. She's depicted as beautiful.
I guess demons can appear to be what they want to be.
Oh yeah, they want to learn exactly.
Yep.
Yeah. So Zuchtboy can look ugly or she can look beautiful. So yeah.
All right. So we're halfway through.
Should we look at beautiful Zuchtboy now when we add it anyway?
Sure, great inner self, Patrick. Sure,
yeah.
I get it.
So they Wizard of the Coast, I think early 2000s. They for the Living GREYHAWK campaign, they hired a French sculptress to make a 3D sculpture of Zuchtboy.
I don't think it was that long ago. I think it was like only 2 to 3 years ago, wasn't it?
No, I think it was, or maybe, but it was Wizard of the Coast did. But no, I think it, well, maybe, but it was more than about 10 years ago. Yeah, so she did this sculpture, and I think she was French, if I remember. I forgot her name, but she did this sculpture of her, and to me it's fantastic. You can probably Google Zuchtboy, you can find more pictures than these, and yeah, she.
Yes.
That's fantastic. That must be the Zuchtboy where that someone spend the night with, so to speak, or a weekend or whatever that was. So yeah. But I must say this is fantastic. It has way more mushroom in it, so to speak. Mycelium,
it has some character to it too.
Yeah, it's gorgeous. This sculpture is absolutely fantastic, and yeah, it's so cool. So that is definitely my model of Zuchtboy and the way to do it. So yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. So that's beautiful Zuchtboy. So it's another I think GREYHAWK masterpiece when it comes to art.
All right, we're at 8 o'clock, halfway through. I'm going to go over some stuff real quick. If you're on the list, great. So, let's. We got our streaming data back. That's not it. Hold on, because now it's mixed in with all the other stuff. Give me a second here. All right. So, I wanted to say thank you, community. They give everyone a title, so I guess because I did so many raids, rating stream star of the year, 1.63 thousand new followers and 657 new subscribers, 45,000 hours watched. So if you go, I am thankful. If you go on the Sully Gnome and we do the last 365 days, we are 17th out of all the D&D channels on all of Twitch and viewer hours watched for the year. So we're in the top 20. So when I say that, it's not a fabrication. We're a top 20 D&D streamer. So thank you very much.
Yep, you've done a fabulous job.
We've all done it. It's all the community.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So,
but you're the spider in the center of the web here. So, yep.
It's I think I linked it. Just see that. Yeah, there we go. Here, Critical Role 2.8 million, but you come down and some of these like don't even count. Like Robert, he streamed 8,000. He's on constantly, but yeah, here we go, 17th, ahead of Robert Hartley even. So there you go. So yep. On all D&D stream channels, thank you very much. So I pulled that off just to verify that. So thank you very much, everyone. Mm-hmm. Now this is, if you're on here, thank you. If you're not, hey, no big deal. Here are the top 9 people who watched me the most. I feel sorry. No, I'm just kidding. So here you go. It's not in any order. So here you go. If you're on this list, grats. Curtis, Keith Rogier, Coco Bunny. Awesome. Lucitios, Moose.
Oh, Moose.
Razkul, right? Lord Forth, Michael Zujak, and Sam Weiss. Top 9. There's no particular order to give it. It's biggest fans of the year, the most hours. Yeah, there you go. Woohoo! Thank you. So
the wrong button is the number 1.
Yeah, the wrong button is the number 1 emotes this year. So yes. Hey, It is what it is. But thank you. Yes, the wrong button emote is by far number one for the year. Let's see what else we have here. If you want to know who I watched, and remember, I will turn my laptop on and put on a stream and go away. So my top 5 are, because Bird runs so many 24-hour streams, and I overnight, and I have my laptop on all night. It's Bird first, okay, Darling second, Troller Games third, Stronghold D&D fourth, and Guild Superior fifth. They're the 5
good ones
that I have on the most. So okay, so it's very cool. Lastly, being on the Twitch front page really helps, and my highest average viewers ever is 2,260, which we hit during our Hateful Wars 24-hour streams. So that's the most I've ever had on at one time was that. We are going. I'm not going to request front page in January. I'm going to save it because it's 90 days apart if you get it. I'm requesting front page access next time during the St. Jude fundraiser. Okay?
Yes, that's a good one.
All right, so hopefully we will smash that if they give us permission during my game on that Saturday night. All right, so just to give you some stats there. Here's a good one too. Top tags. Here are the 3 best used tags. So if you're a streamer yourself, maybe you want to, and they are the following. GREYHAWK was first, 3D printing, and D&D. So those tags people searched for and got my channel off of.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so that's good to know that. Those 3 were the top ones that I utilize, and I think that's it. Yeah, so there you go. And you can hit your recap, even if you're just a viewer. You can hit your recap and see all your stats. They do a really nice thing. Yeah, man. Thank you. So I wanted to share that with everyone. Say thank you very, very much for the support, and we'll just keep it rolling. 2024 was a great year for everything but the health, right?
Yep.
So we'll just.
Mine was good until a week.
Until recently, but
Yep.
Where do you see what's coming up next 3 weeks between now and Christmas? So we got some. Did anyone point out the Grey Grimoire reveal banner is still up? Where is that banner, Alderon? On my stream? Oh, okay. I was like, what? It could have been just an update. Yeah. So there you go. Yeah. I want to make sure. I always want to make sure that I am completely up to date. So, all right. Well, let's get back to the art here.
Yep. Go find. Do you have some cool old modules stuff?
Yeah. Let's do one of my favorites of all time. How about that? Mm-hmm. Another one. Number 2. Yeah. So let's go here.
And then I have one module art too in my collection that we can get to after you.
Yeah. Yeah. Number 2 of all time, behind Temple of Elemental Evil. All right. What's my number 2? Everyone behind Temple of Elemental Evil. Number 2 module of all time. Yeah, easy cover for Monster Hunter 2 is awesome too, Double. We can get to that too. Definitely. Anyone know what my number 2 module is? Nope. Helmets, no. Nope. I'm not a Tomb of Horrors fan. Doom Grinder. L1, no. Nope. Shokanth. Shokanth and Tharisden are 1, 2A, 2B, right?
Yep.
Yeah, Shokanth.
I'm not super fan of this cover art, but there are some other art in this module that I love.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. This is an Earl Otis cover, but
this is a terrible map, but
it is, but it's really the wilderness map. It's
and I understand it's a hex map, so
it is what it is.
Now we're getting a little bit better, but a little bit dark.
There are most of the artwork in here applies right to the right to the adventure. There's Igwal's horn.
That's a good one. Yeah. I like that. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
With the verse. Carlos would agree with me on this rock slide is right here next to is a random encounter. Whoops! Can you imagine? So I ran Thurston at Founders and Legends, and once again, I can't run show can't because you can't do that in one session. If they have another grand weekend of some sort down the road, I'll do show can't. Because I like Thurston first, show can't second. So yeah. But I've never ran it that way until Carlos and I had the discussion about it. We're Wyvern Roost, Blue Dragon, if I recall. Yeah, the gnome, the Veil. Yeah. It's like look, there's a little crown. Everyone, you see the crown where the entrance is into the.
Yeah, that one is super cool. Yeah. That is really, really cool. I love that perspective. It's fantastic. Yeah.
I ran Tomb of the Lizard King Rasgolf. I don't know if you were around at the time. You probably were. A year ago, last June, for my 1,000th adventure, and we ran it. I condensed it down into encounters, into one day where all my guys played on a Saturday, and we ran it for 9 hours. So yeah, I love Tomb of the Lizard King. That's a great one too. The Gnome King. The Gnome King sends you out too in Thurston as well, and as well. So yeah. And they got the gnome lair written up. So if you're an evil party, I guess you can have at it with the gnomes. Showing the gnome lair here. Hippogriff pen. One of the worst, Bill knows this too, one of the worst things you can ever come across is a berserk clay golem. Because you cannot, the damage by a clay golem can only be healed by a 16th level cleric. So whatever damage you take on it is permanent until you find a great, that is a great piece of art. Like, you're like, oh, crap. So, I remember an adventure where Bill's character got critical hit for triple damage, which is 9 to 90 from the clay golem, and he was off like 50 hit points from it. Peck. Yeah, really good artwork in this. First time I ever saw Fomorian. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a great piece of art. Yep.
Now, I know the complaint, a lot of people goes, none of the monsters mesh here. They're just random monsters. It's they're guardians.
Yeah.
They're set as guardians, so.
Yeah, and it was that era when things were kind of old school that way. Really, really old school. Yeah.
Tomoe-con is a frustrating adventure, though. If you're running not in tournament style, I guess it would be better. But it is a tough adventure, man. Tomoe-con is tough. Lots of traps. Near it? No, this is the. There's an encounter with. That's a trap. Yeah, this was the one with the Deo or the Nereids. Yeah. The Deo, I think. Yeah. Oh, it's the Marid. It's a Marid trap. Cool piece of heraldry artwork there with the sword.
Yep.
But it gets better. So. I think they are troglodytes. Yep, troglodyte encounter. Yeah, lots of short rests. Well, you can't in the tournament one. So remember, there's poison gas down in Tomoe-con. So if you can't figure out a way to negate it for a long period of time, you can't rest down there. There ain't no resting in Tomoe-con with that. You'll die. Chasme Demon.
Oh yes, that awesome.
Yeah.
Yep.
The droning. Yep. Rhinoceros beetle. So that's a guard. I believe is he an ogre or he's a hill giant with a rhinoceros beetle pet? Basilisk. Yeah, that's bad when you're walking down the hall and then you stare right into it and you get turned to stone. That's bad. And the doors, iconic. Now there's a picture of her in front of the doors, which I cannot locate. I know someone else did it, the artwork, but that is, and you see these doors like what, 6 times, right? Yep. And my favorite of all time, Drelsna. Another opportunity wasted, not keeping.
Oh yeah, but this is great art.
One of the best pieces of art, period. I think ever.
Yeah,
it's an easily beautiful, You can come in anywhere in 6 areas, slide down. Daoud's Wondrous Lanthorn is here. Just, that's an Unholy Reaver weapon she has. Just showing all the instants around. Just a beautiful, beautiful picture. Top 3 of all time, in my opinion. Yep. Yeah. An awesome one. Okay. I think there may be some other smaller pictures. I think the Zagga and Zaggi are in here too. Some of the tomes you can locate. Lots of nasty ones in here. Afterwards, I think there is still. Oh, and then there's the book too. So yeah, this is where this stuff comes out, and Monster Manual 2 is not out yet when this is released, if I recall, and that's why they have all these monsters that are going to appear in Monster Manual 2 in here during the adventure. I guess they weren't sure it wasn't going to be out in time. Yeah, but all sorts of things. Demi-Lich, yeah. So this was kind of a cool addendum. Yeah. There's Grazitz. It's too dark in this thing to see his eyes, but yeah. So a lot of Demon Lords. Yeah, that was kind of a bonus when you got this. Darrow, a fight with Darrow, full page. Good art there. Darrow, yeah, look, they're behind him. They're surrounding the party. That's a good picture. Ah, Patrick. You're gonna all be like, Jay got us back, and it's coming.
Oh yeah,
it's coming. GREYHAWK picture. I like that one. Wild Elf, or is that the Valley Elf? That's the Valley Elf. I love that Fomorian picture too. All sorts of fun things in this one.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So a lot of this art, I don't even think they use the same. Oh, there's the Zaggon Zaggi. There's that picture. I don't even think they use this art in the Monster Manual 2. They use different artwork than this. So, maybe. I'm not sure, Alex. They're nasty if you can figure out how to utilize them in the game for a trap. Slippers of spider climbing. A really cool item. Then there's the Lanthorn, which I don't let the party keep that. It's too high of a magic item. And the Demonomicon as well, of a Wolf as well. And then you got all the new spells that were going in our Arcana in here. So there's a lot of really cool things that are not out anywhere else at the time. And there's the back cover. Oh, don't let the slime get you. So, yeah. So there you go. All right. Boom. Shokanth. An awesome one. Ahead of its time. And if you have an original Shokanth from one of the tournaments, I mean, that's worth thousands of dollars. And I was at PAX. One of the guys playing in my game, I think it was 2019 pre-COVID. He had it and he showed it he was carrying it with him. I guess he was showing it off, but he actually had one. I was like, wow, I'd never seen that before. Yeah.
Yeah.
And one. Yeah. Like I said, there's only so much artwork we can get to, which is good because we can do more in a future discussion.
Mr. Meinhardt has at least one. I think he had a couple of them.
Oh, does he?
Oh, wow. Oh yeah, yeah. He has everything. Yeah.
He has everything. Cool.
Yeah, and then some. Yeah.
All right, so Anna, let me go through yours. Oh, let's do this because it ties in.
Take Tomb of Horrors feature. That's
okay.
From, yeah, that an old module picture that I think it's really. It's one of these forgotten hidden ones that I think it's gorgeous. This one I just love it.
That's the back cover.
Yeah, I think it's on the back cover from Tomb of Horrors. Yeah, the Tomb of Horrors were many different versions.
There was the monochrome one, and this is the second one.
Exactly. Yeah. So, but I think it was on the back of one of the versions. So yeah. So I love this version of it.
One of the worst traps of all time.
Yeah, and it's such an iconic, and the illustration from inside the model, we only see the demon face, is really cool. But this one is so iconic because I just love this one.
Green
It's
version, yeah, not the
better
monochrome.
art, so to speak, and I love the lighting and the art style
Yes,
and the simplicity of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think this is one of the best Aero Lotus ever, and it's also in a GREYHAWK tie into GREYHAWK.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
100%.
So I love this one from both its simplicity, its art style, and the GREYHAWKness. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. How far the 10-foot pole goes in. Yeah, that's why you need a 10-foot pole.
You love the original two Mahars? Yeah. I mean, I have a monochrome one up on my wall of fame, right?
Yeah.
They're a lot harder to get than the second version of it, the colored version. But I mean, they're both iconic, and just when you open up the two Mahars original, you can just you have the booklet handout of that too. Yeah. So yeah, 10, 11-foot pole. Yeah.
Yeah. And then we have another
11.
one. And then we have another one that must go in the high, and that's Grasset and Igvild.
Right, and so
embracing.
This has a story to it in its own campaign. So I know we have two different ones. We're going to start with this one. Yeah. This is from the Dragon cover. So this is Fiend's Embrace, right? That's what this is. And the adventure name is Fiend's Embrace. If Bill's still on, who's going to shudder. So this adventure, you can actually, the storyline goes, it was a gift from Grazitz to Igwolf, But in the adventure, and I forget what dungeon number it is, you can get it. And so in my adventuring group in the Night Stalkers, which we just used, Gilthanus Markham, the NPC, the annoying duelist character NPC, he has it. He wears it around Altamira as a bragging that he rarely takes on it because he's CAC neutral, so he can wear it. Yeah, it's Pit Fiend skin cloak, absolutely. So it's in my campaign, and NPC's wandering around Altamira. He rarely takes on adventures because he doesn't want to lose it. So yeah, but this is, and then this is the one. This is the future other one where the storyline.
That was in Dragon magazine. The later ones that were never published in print, they had an adventure, a feature about Grasset and that's the other one when he and Igvil takes the boat down in Styx, yes, on the river Styx. So it's not as great illustration, but it's cool because it's GREYHAWK, but the illustration when Igvil and Grasset embrace that one is fantastic.
Yeah,
it's a gorgeous piece. Yeah, it's a gorgeous piece.
I agree 100%. I was drawn right to the adventure when I saw it. I was like, ooh. Because that's as GREYHAWK as you can get, right?
Yeah.
For that adventure. So
Yep. And I also love the style of him and the hooked sword. He has 6 fingers and all of that. So it ties into the story of them as well.
Definitely a great one. All right, let's see what we got here. I don't know this one. Let me see. So my favorite piece is the back coat. Well, I have X1. Give me a second here.
Yeah.
Let me bring up X. We'll do Olive Dread here. We can do that. If I can bring it up here, should be able to. All right, one sec. Front one cover's okay, right? Front cover's okay. Another one from that 80 era, and this is Diesel. This is Diesel on the front.
Okay.
And then let's go to the back here. So you like the back cover? Oh, cool. Yep. Nice. It says Willingham here, right? So that's a good one. It's a neat picture. And the characters kind of look familiar, but yeah, awesome. Let me just scroll through. Any inside meet your fancy in here? There's a lot of interesting monsters and all sorts of, it's. Did they have? This is a dumb question. Did they have artists that specifically did B and X series over ones? I guess they didn't. It's just whatever everyone was available at the time, I guess, right?
Yeah, I'm not sure really, but yeah, because they were different eras. That once they started getting low on money, they reused
A
and
lot, yeah.
rehashed art more and more, so to speak. They got desperate. Hello, Curtis. And then after a while, they got certain projects. All of a sudden, got then they had some years in the mid '90s when they started doing various game settings. All of a sudden, they got big budgets, so they could splash. All of a sudden, they could splash a lot of money on something. So
So
it was a little bit hit and miss.
two
Yeah.
things for Curtis. One, you'll see Curtis tomorrow night playing. Two, Curtis, the top 9 fans and viewer hours. You were in the top 9. It's jumbled, so you don't know who's 1 to 9, but you were on the list. So there you go. So congrats on that. Um, so my brain just went off, and I was going to share something. Oh, so I want to share something that I love and am sad about. How's that sound? You all right with that, Anna? I'm
Yeah.
so sad about it, and I've told this story a couple times. That I am at Gen Con, the only time I went, and Anna was there with me.
Mm-hmm.
And Wayne Reynolds is there. And
But you talked to him,
I
didn't you?
did.
Yeah.
I did. And
Because I remember you just talked to him
I
when you
did.
saw me, came
I
over and
was
talked to me.
so happy I talked to him.
Yeah.
But and I know this one's a little faded, but
I was going to say that this one has a lot of hidden, a lot of Wayne Reynolds
all right.
stuff in there.
So I say to him, I say, "Hey, Blue Joy," I say, "Wayne, this artwork is so. I love the artwork in this publication, Enslavers. I will. How much is this? Do you have? I want to buy this off you. The Marquesa Devon picture." And he goes, "I don't have any original artwork. It was all destroyed." And I was like, "My God, who would be dumb enough to destroy it?" They just threw shit out. I was everything in here is gone.
Yeah, I've heard stories about they had TSR had storage they hired somewhere, and people were sent out there just to destroy things and throw it away. And some things got saved because they realized that there was
Yeah, I just a sad.
Can you imagine if you got to go there and throw it away and you could save it? Yeah.
Yeah, it just yeah. Harold Johnson's version of that story. I heard it. Where did I hear that, Alex? He was telling that at GaryCon?
Yeah, I think Ed and others told.
Told a little bit of a different twist on it.
I've heard several people who've been asked to go to various places just to throw shit away, and meaning they had a lot of their whole booths with stuff from early Gen Cons and stuff that was there, and they threw that away.
Just unbelievable artwork.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Even the maps in this one are gorgeous too.
Yeah. It was. So one of my favorite. Let me find the other favorite, and that is the adventure. Well, this one too, with Davis the Reaver, and then what's his name, Rurik, and God, she's the priestess here, Pyre. It's great work.
It's the cool '90s.
Yeah.
Those were the times.
Yeah, definitely with the goatee and
30
stuff.
years ago, yay!
I thought I had the event. Where's the adventuring party one?
That's awesome. Yep.
Fina Finkella and Tenisov. Yeah, just wonderful. Here, this is the actual adventuring party that's out in the southern wild coast, and it is to the T. The entire party is here of all the characters that are discussed in this, including even her Ion Stone over her head, the elven mage. It's just crazy, the level of detail. And then here's the priest of Merlin and the priestess of Kellenin are right here, and it's just like, man, I'd love to have that artwork.
This must be one of the earlier eras for Reynolds, because he Yeah, this must be his early days of doing fantasy illustration, because before he worked for Paizo.
Absolutely. This is pre-Paizo Hawk. This is pre-Paizo Hawk, and just some of my favorite artwork at all is in the Slavers reference by far, just because it's just so detailed down to what's in the book.
Yep.
So just wanted to share that with everyone. It always makes me sad.
Fantastic. Yep.
Yeah, and the cover
and
here
also,
is the Davis
exactly, I
Weaver
was
as
going
well.
to say, this era has some wonderful covers.
Yeah.
The production values of the stuff, both the image and the background, but also the image surrounding it was gorgeous. That was the best GREYHAWK ever, because you have the original symbol of GREYHAWK. You have awesome illustrations on the side. I love these covers. They were from 95 to 2000-ish. They had this line of production values, and some of the modules were so and so on the inside, but I must say that this is, I think, the peak of GREYHAWK design from an artistic perspective when it comes to production design and layout and stuff. That this was the best of GREYHAWK. The Adventure Begins and stuff like that. They were fantastic.
Yeah, it just it's just
Yeah.
they lost their way in that time frame, bringing out way too
Well, yeah,
many
but they
publications.
also didn't have much money, so I'm amazed that we got. But a lot of these were actually released by Wizard of the Coast early on when they took over. They released a batch of these, Adventure Begins and several others, that they were lined up, so they released them out. And Roger E. Moore worked a lot on getting these things done and out in the late 90s.
Closing out some stuff just so I don't crash the stream.
Yep.
Okay. All right. So Anna, you got here some Morning Canaan stuff.
Exactly. We have two Morning Canaan. Start with number. Well, yeah, that's the first. This one.
Let's go there.
Yeah,
that's Morning Canaan's Fantastic Adventure.
Exactly, and I love this. It's a Clyde Caldwell typical style of his, with the little details are over enhanced, meaning they are kind of simplified and gaudy a bit and stuff. But I love it. And the interesting thing is that I think this is they used Gary himself as a model for Mordenkainen in this one.
Ah, really?
Because he looks very much like Gary on a lot of pictures and stuff. There you have it from the full cover, so to speak. So yeah, but I love this is a good one in that sense. That is very GREYHAWK, and it's a cool image and it's fitting. So I like it. Yep.
Yeah, too much going on, too many different directions. I agree, Rob. I agree. Let me just scan through this real quick. There's the carpet flying. There's a lot of really cool images in this. And this is Mark Castle. All that. This is Rob Kuntz. Really on a roll. All the art pieces for all the characters within here. That's a cool picture. With the warrior on the door, painted on the door. That's cool. Traps, zip. I wonder who did these. I don't know that art. What's that artist right there? That's Easy? Easily? Is that Jeff Easley?
That might very well be Easily. Yep. Look at the characters. They
looks like it, but I don't want to say 100%. Yeah. So this picture here was taken off and put in GREYHAWK Adventures.
Yeah. But this was the years when TSR were going downhill and they were going towards bankruptcy. So this was early 90s or mid 90s when they were going downhill and was starting to lose their mojo. Yeah.
Yeah,
exactly. They had to recycle a lot of stuff. They didn't have a budget. They were bleeding money heavily. Yeah. And GREYHAWK was also second tier products. It was not the top of the line products like Dragonlance and some of Forgotten Realms stuff from the time.
There's some really cool artwork in this.
Yeah. And also look at the top, that image that is in the top of every page.
Yeah, this.
That is also very typical GREYHAWK. That is something that's been used in GREYHAWK for years and years and years. Someone, they drew it or something, and it's been used in many GREYHAWK products. It's so sad that they should use more of it, but I think Wizard of the Coast have reused some of these motifs in the very latest GREYHAWK products again. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's Curzit.
Oh, that's a cool one. Yep.
Yeah, that's Curzit here too, right there. Looking down on the party. Yeah. So, lots of.
Oh, I love that demon. Yeah. I love his facial expression. Is awesome.
Yeah. Tears. That's where Tears. I didn't realize Tears came from here. Did not know that.
That okay?
Yeah, I did not know that tears come from him.
Yeah.
So, and then you got Mordenkainen. There's our Mordenkainen picture right there.
Mm-hmm. That's probably where he looks when he's not stylized.
Urag, Bigby picture, Rigby. I can see why people now will go, it's just a bunch of old white dudes in the event. You know what I mean? I can see that now. You know, because look at the group.
Yeah, I mean, come on.
But that's who they're playing. Yeah,
exactly.
I
yeah. So I totally get it. You can't. Products should not look like this in today's day and age. No, exactly. That's when you have only white dudes 50 plus in the adventures, that's
I that happens to me on Thursday nights most of the time, but that's I'm playing with my friends, so
but we were just one share. But I mean, official D&D products should not look like this. That's I
let me
totally agree. So,
let me get your stuff back up here. So we had the first Mordenkainen.
Yeah, that we have the
second Mordenkainen.
This is this is part of the image that is from the Living Greyhawk Gazetteer from 2000, and I love that image. I think it's gorgeous. And it's so cool because you can't see it on this one, but if you have Living Greyhawk Gazetteer laying around,
I can
see the cover. Yeah. I took this one because it was kind of emphasizing Mordenkainen, and I love that it could be the same person, but kind of he's made cool looking. Yeah, here you go. So it's that they mirrored him, so to speak. But it's you can see that there's a battle going on in the clouds in the background. You see a landscape. He has 2 dragons. He looks awesome, cool. I love this image. It's really, really cool. He looks
it's a great book.
Exactly, and it's probably the best if you take overall. If you want to cram as much Greyhawks as possible in one single product, I think you would never beat this one.
Well, look who wrote it. That's why. I mean,
exactly. Meaning it's everything Greyhawk in one book.
All right. Speaking of that, real quick. So I've talked to Gary Julian. Also, we got Eric Mona is trying but can't get on a Wednesday night before Christmas. But when Eric's able to come on in early January, I'm gonna have Gary on. We're gonna have a couple other people, and we're gonna rate the top 25 Greyhawk adventures of all time, just like they did in Dungeon Magazine back in the day. Just note that Gary may be putting up a what do you call it? A list, a survey on Cannon Fire for that coming up, and then we're going to have we're all going to give us our top 10s, rank it all, mix it all up, and just see what we come up with. All right, so that's coming in 2025, just so you're aware. All right, as we're talking about that with this here, with both them being authors. So just got to get it to work out time wise with Eric Mona's schedule. So that'll be a fun discussion. Okay. Yep, good one. All right, let's see what we got here. Finishing up here as we're
take another one from Tomb of Horrors. The first one at the top. It's a book cover from the novel Tomb of Horrors. That is often over.
Oh, okay, wow.
Yeah, this is really cool. I just took it with my phone. It's my it's a picture from the book Tomb of Horrors novel that came out in the early 2000s. They had a series of Greyhawk ones, and this is, I think, overlooked because I think it's great art. It's really cool. It's great art, and it's kind of one of these hidden little gems of Greyhawk art because it has the Greyhawk logo on it. So
because I never read this, so I don't have the book either.
Yeah.
So
I bought them when they came out. There's another one, the Queen of the Demon Web Pits, that also has great art on it from Paul Kidd. Yeah.
Has anyone read this? Is it good? Bad? Who are the main characters?
I've read the Temple of Elemental Evil and the White Plume Mountain. I haven't read the other ones yet. So
what are the newest of Greyhawk modules? The latest official one is Expeditions to the Ruins of Greyhawk 2008. That's it.
unless you count the new salt marsh as Greyhawk, but
yeah, but that's
now there's a new one coming out. The new Temple of Elemental Evil kind of go back to that they just released on, but it's not an official printed module, and maybe it never will be. It might be D&D Beyond only.
They're not very good crafting. I'm just curious. I mean,
yeah.
You know, that's just a remake.
Yeah. But I like the art on this one.
No,
it's really
that's cool. That's really cool looking art on that. Really neat.
So for one of these hidden
here?
that I didn't realize. Oh yeah, this one I'm not sure if this one is it's Greyhawk or not, but it is from that era, and I think it's one of the best D&D's illustrations of all time. It's Jeff Easley, and I just love it. It's absolutely awesome. Yeah, it's you can have like juju zombies or whatever, I don't know, but I love the composition. It's you have the background, the middle ground, the foreground, and the detail. It's fabulous art. It's fantastic art, in my opinion. I just love it. It's so cool.
What's going through this undead's mind to have this in his
mouth? Exactly. Yeah. It's just cool. It's that's why I think maybe they're juju zombies or some of these. What are these that come out from the ones?
So tell me they're not drowned ones though. You can tell because of the weaponry they have.
Okay.
Yeah,
so
they wouldn't have long. Yeah. They're more.
Bog bummies, maybe not.
They're more juju zombies. Things that have been drained.
Yeah.
They're a little. Yeah, because you can see because they have eyeballs. They have the eye sockets.
Yeah, there might not be. There's no water involved, so they might. Yeah, there's some sort of undead. But I love this.
Gary.
This image is so damn cool. It's really really cool.
Just talking about 2025, man. That we're gonna we'll have that the best of Greyhawk module discussion in 2025. Summoning works. It does. Juju bees can't. Yes. Ugh. That's funny. I got one more for you, and this is the screenshot one. I think, and then that's it. We got through all yours here. Oh,
well, yeah. This one is in the original art of D&D, the original book. Yeah, and it's titled Evil Fighter here, but it's Warduke.
Yeah, absolutely. Evil.
Which was then written in as one of the hierarchs of the Horde Society.
And this says Timothy Truman.
Yeah, he did he did a series of these. They were used for Dragon Ecology articles and other stuff. I think they were originally in Dragon magazine. Yeah.
That's right, Brungill. We're just having some fun tonight. We're talking a lot of great, cool artwork.
Yeah, so that's Warduke, and this design of Warduke, this was the original design of this type, but then they've done several art pieces with this design of Warduke, and he became a miniature toy and a whole bunch of other stuff.
So I have a painted Warduke in my basement because someone at GaryCon a couple years ago had a miniature that they sculpted in 3D print. Did it? They can't sell it, and they gave it out. And Bill painted it. It looks great. So I'll have to share that on stream sometime.
Yeah.
So
so this has a Greyhawk connection because Warduke became a Greyhawk NPC later on. So
Quest for the Heartstone. Okay.
Yeah.
Really cool. Awesome. Easily to my horrors going backwards here. Books. Okay. Alrighty. Any of you want to share anything with us before? I got a couple. I
have one more in the list that we didn't.
I missed one.
Yeah, Vecna. Yep.
Where's the Vecna one?
Vecna is in the list there. So.
Oh, okay.
Yep. From the Dragon magazine from the Paizo Hawk era.
Oh wow.
Yep. It's that cover of Vecna. I think it's just cool, so to speak. It looks lost a hand and an eye there, and it's just that's one of the hidden gems of Greyhawk art, so to speak. It's this
is not that long ago. Well,
no, exactly. It's one of the latest, one of the last.
Era.
Yeah, one of the last latest of or the last few issues.
Vecna Lives. Okay, got it. It's the
Yep. So I think it's a cool looking action Vecna, so to speak.
Gary, we showed that. We showed it. We did. And we showed these.
Yeah.
Yep, absolutely. Yeah, we had some good ones here. Is it before he lost his teeth?
Yeah, yeah. You have the teeth of Vecna somewhere too. So yeah, maybe there were false teeth. Yeah.
Who wrote that? I don't. What Vecna lives? It's who wrote Bastion of Faith?
Oh, come on. He's been adventuring here.
My brain shut off. It's not
Yeah,
Primus.
me too.
It's oh my god. Zeb Cook wrote Vecna lives. Vecna Zeb.
Hang on a second.
Yeah, we're not talking. Yeah, there's Vecna Reborn, Die Vecna Die. I'm thinking of. Yeah, Vecna lives is Zeb Cook, but my brain just went off.
Die Vecna Die.
Yeah, Die Vecna Die. It's your Primus or we had him on a long time ago. Oh, my brain's off. Bruce Cordell. There you go. Thank you, Delta.
Oh,
Bruce
thanks. Yep.
Yeah. So, because Vecna Lives was not 2006. Vecna Lives is well before that. So it's just a classic D&D villain returns. Yeah. So, blanking. We're all blanking.
And another thing I love with this picture, the purple background.
Yeah, so it stands
out. That's Vecna's color is no, Tharistun's color is black. It's the damn. I forgot. I mistaken. Tharistun's color is purple. Yeah, which is GREYHAWK Mike. I was going to put some of his comics in there as I think in some of the most iconic, but they were not officially published GREYHAWK. So I guess they have to go for another day. Yeah.
Yeah, I had Cordell on 1 hour and
let's see.
Sean Reynolds. I had two people work for Monty Cook Games at the time, Early on and a Gavin. I had them each for an hour. It was it's got to be in the first 100 episodes. Yep. Wayne Reynolds cover. This one? Nemeth, thank you very much. All right. So there's a lot of stuff we did not go over. I mean, there's early, like, I love. All right, let me bring up a couple here. If you give me a second, my favorites, because when I was a kid, I was like, oh, that's hot. So give me a second here. We go to my dragons and bring out a couple dragon covers that are like I fell in love with when I was a kid. Of course, you know, and let's do this one. Yep, that's one.
I'm going to find out who did the.
Where's 50? Okay. Yep.
Did the art for.
Here are two of mine. It's Dragon 53. Yeah. One of the first ones I ever owned. Dragon 53, and that had the enhanced monk in it, but I just like the monk mesmerizing the dragon. I thought was really cool, really a great one of my favorites. When you were a kid, dinosaurs still, yeah, almost, man, dude. I'm 57 now, so you can backtrack to how old I was during this era. So 106 is good too. 106 is the bad one with the witch cover that they almost got in a lot of trouble with. And then this one, I loved this one as well. I love 58. So a little quick story about this one. Our buddy Walt, who plays in the games on yeah, Pat, you may be older than me, but you know, it's all relative, right? Walt had a girlfriend. Her name was Yvette. And she actually painted this in an actual oil painting for him and gave it to it as a gift for him. And then Walt was a bad boy and did some naughty, things, we won't talk about the details. And she broke up with him and swiped the painting back off from him. So he actually had a painting of this done as a, she did for him of this. And yeah. Yeah, I'm old. Hey, I'm sitting here without a prostate now, so yeah, you got it. Distinctive with women, yeah. So as distinctive as Elmore's women are, right? They all have like the distinctive female look to it.
Like Clyde Caldwell always had
Yeah.
women on everywhere. They were supposed to be
Yeah.
sexy, and look at them. He was the chainmail bikini
Right.
champion when it comes to
Yeah.
artists. So yeah.
Yeah. Well, those are two of my favorites. That and
Mhm.
53.
But
So
they're cool pictures and cool fantasy art. So
yeah,
so I don't blame
absolutely.
him too much for it. So I
Yeah.
can I can I can see.
Yeah. So alrighty. D&D pinup. So yeah, especially when
I can
I
definitely
mean
agree.
look at this. This thing, when did it come out? 80? September of 81. I'm a
There you go.
freshman in high school. So I'm 14. I'm 14 years
Yeah.
old. Same age as my son now. And like, this is like cool. Look. Hey, this only took an
Yeah.
hour to load up if you played it. The computer game, Epics. Yeah. On the Trash 80. Apple Atari or Trash 80.
This is when they had video game reviews and stuff in Dragon magazine. So yeah.
Yeah, that's true, Gary. Who said it was the guy? Yes. No, they were black and white. I like the color photos. I just was like, cool. Hey, I'm honest. I mean, these were like two of my first Dragon covers I owned too. So that was that. So, Michael, I will send you the reminder for the gift cards. We can get that taken care of. All right. So, anything else you'd like to discuss before we do shout outs? As we have a bunch of them coming for the next 2 weeks. Lots of stuff. Lots and lots of good stuff. So, hope you like this discussion. I mean, we only scratched the surface. Some
Yeah.
great stuff.
Hopefully
Blue
it
cover
was.
basic set. The adventures fighting a horde of kobolds. Yeah, that's a good one too, man. John, that's a real good one. There's some great ones in the monster manual we even touch, right? Like the Paladin and Hell one
Hmm.
cover. I mean, the picture in there. That's one of the great iconic ones of all time. Well, thanks.
Thank you.
I went over Miracle of the Chaotic and stuff early on. We went Dungeon Master's
Yeah.
Guide. Oh, Michael, we didn't even do Rogue's Gallery. My gosh, yeah. Phoebus and all the other ones in there. And there was a lot of hot women in that one too, man. Oh my God. Holy jeez, yeah. You're right, Michael. We'll do that next. We'll do it in part 2 and we'll do Rogue's Gallery. Rogue's Gallery was awesome. What an underrated publication that thing was. And all the player characters in the back were cool too. All GFD, yeah. Yeah, just great. That was a great piece. I said we just scratched the surface on this discussion. It was really fun. It was a really fun one. Yeah, and there's stuff, and we'll do another one. So all Jeff's at page 2. So Alex, we're gonna have a busy time. Page is gonna be awesome. There's a lot of us gonna be there. We're gonna have a fun time. I'm staying there Thursday night and Friday night, maybe even Saturday night. We'll see. It just depends, but yeah, we're gonna be there hanging out, having fun. So, yeah, DMing, doing seminars, doing some interviews. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. So, but I'm gonna send something to Ron when we're off tonight and see if I can do an interview with Frank. See if he'll let me do one when we get some free time and I want to just talk Temple of Mental Evil with him. And I'd love to talk to him about Egg of the Phoenix too. I love that adventure too, so we ran that, so we'll see what he says. See if I can get that done. All right. So, Anna, what do you got going on?
Hey, I'm in the last few days of wrapping up the first GIS maps. I'm doing the last touches on Hepona Land, and then it will be turning it into GeoPackage. It's only a few days away. And then so it's very, very close to being wrapped up, and then I will produce the first set of digital GIS maps. That's the stuff that I'm working on. The problem is that I can only work a few hours a day because doctor's orders. I have to keep my foot high and lay down and stuff, so healing it properly. But it's getting there. And also I have a bunch of heraldry lined up that I need to do. So a list of that too. So that is, but there will be a stream on Friday. Yep.
Cool.
As usual. So yeah, because now I'm getting back into World Machine because I got a new World Machine update, so that is working again. So I'm very, very happy. So as soon as I can sit and work much longer hours, then I can back to my usual routine of working like 6 hours a day or so effectively. Then I will start digging into that much more, so to speak. But I need to wrap up. So GIS maps are very close and then over the holidays, I'm going to do a website overhaul in Notion and stuff like that. That's one of the things I'm going to do during Christmas and New Year's and stuff. So I will sit and do the overhaul because there's so much new content and stuff and old content stuff that people can't find. And so I need to overhaul that so people can actually find the stuff that I've done, so to speak. So those are the immediate stuff coming, and there's some more other little Christmas nuggets and stuff that I have lined up that I'm going to post as well.
Pictures for tomorrow coming, Curtis. So Anna's on Friday nights. The only night the rest of the week I'm not streaming because I'm on tomorrow night. We're on Saturday afternoon and we're on Sunday night. I'm just bringing up some stuff here.
Yeah. So 6 p.m. Pacific or 9 p.m. Eastern on my channel.
Awesome.
So, yeah.
Give me a sec here as I'm just bringing up a couple. Okay. All right. So let's see what's going on this week. I have two. Alan had a full knee replacement, so he's out, and Walt's got a family thing. So I have Tom, and I have Bill, and then so I got some guests. Curtis. Oh, by the way, it's no big deal if you can't make it for next. This is a 2-weeker, by the way. So part 1, I forgot to tell you that. Don't worry about it. But yeah, it's gonna be 2 parts. Oh shit! Of course.
Oh yeah, you have
to give it to me because that was the #1 used emote of this year.
Yep.
There you go. Look at this. Look, but if you scroll in, what do you notice in the keep in these defenses? Do you notice anything about the individuals inside? There are a bunch of dwarves inside. Excuse me. Lots of dwarves. What the heck's that all about? So here's the map set up for tomorrow night. Some kind of equipment up top. Looks like weather top, but and then there's some individuals up top. Yeah, something's going on. There's an above view going down, and here's your view in the bar area. This is for tomorrow. There is Curtis's character, Frederick. Take a quick look, Curtis. If you notice anything in this picture, I'll leave it up 5 seconds. Right here. So there you go. And that is tomorrow night's The Huntsman. It's the Bounty Hunter adventuring group. There's a lot of Bounty Hunter characters in it. Banditry Rivals is the name of the adventure. Starts tomorrow night, 7:30. I have Reaper Miniature sponsor giveaway drawing. I think we'll do Reaper. I may change it, but that's what we're doing. There'll be some kind of Reaper miniature giveaway. Starts tomorrow night, 7:30. So I'll have Coco and Curtis joining us tomorrow night. Yes, more insanity. This will be fun. Because this group has very little good. They're mostly neutral characters in this group, so anything kind of goes. We'll talk about that a little bit more. I'll do the posts. Saturday at 1 to 5. In fact, Puff now says she's available with her priestess of Shares. I think she sent me a message. Yes, so she's added back into our 5-player characters for this now, and it's a trap. So this ties into the Adventure Thursday a little bit. So yes, I did quote Star Wars there. Sorry, Adventure number 1083. So this is the Bone Baddies group. So you got Coco, Timothy, Odessa, and Korg, and now we'll have Puff as well. I'll put her on the banner. That is Saturday 1 to 5 on that one. Okay, because I can't do that one in the morning because Dessa works until 12. Sunday night, Jason Vey, Elflair Games. He's got a lot of sales going on, a lot of really cool things. I know Dale is a fan of his. A lot of other people in the community are fans of his, so we're going to have him on. and talk about his publications and things. Chuck may join us for a little bit because Jason does work for a little for Troller Games, or Timothy Brannon does work for Elflair. He may be on too if he's available. That is Sunday night. Next week, Thursday. I don't know what our Legends will be next week. Wednesday, Thursday, we'll finish up Adventure Banditry Rivals, but Saturday will be a 9 a.m. game next week. So look at this group: Dark Depths, Nuclear Meat. I actually have Birds back after an absence. Coco, Bird, Rachel, Mark from Marquee, Timothy, and Korg. So we have a really good group here. And that'll be Saturday morning at 9, and that is 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. on that time, because it's right around Christmas. It's a time that works for everyone, so we're doing a morning one. Yep, Dark Depths. So you can only imagine what that's all about. And then, let's finish it off 3 days before Christmas. Let's have that on. So, Legendary Stories of GREYHAWK and the Realms. This came about because Chuck, last Thursday's stream at the end, goes, I want to hear about Spellfire, the stories. And I'm like, okay, let's just do a Legendary Stories one. Mm-hmm. We'll talk about, the Evoke Devastation or something else we want to talk about.
And Ed can go on and babble, and we can have so much fun.
Yeah, so we're just going to talk about
some... We can all enjoy it.
Yeah, exactly. So that'll
Edmas,
be...
Yes,
Edmas. That'll finish it. And then I don't know what my schedule's going to be like Christmas week. I just don't. Right, because of Christmas right in the middle of the week. So it's Satan. That was funny. That movie where the kid put Satan down instead of Santa. Yeah. So that's what's going on. So I packed the week. We got 4 streams each week the next 2 weeks. Yes, I'm feeling a little bit better. I'm not 100%, but I'm getting better every day.
That's
so
wonderful.
Just now my hips are acting up. So I go see the orthopedist the 23rd. To decide, and I'm trying to schedule it around the cons. So let's hope it works out that I can get the hips done before or after.
I was going to say, maybe you can do it after, so then you have whole summer to recover.
It's possible, yes. So Phil, that's funny there, Mike. Yep. So hips done. So that's what's going on. Hope you enjoyed tonight. That was a fun one. Just a little reminiscing is always good, and sharing some stuff is always good with the community. Let's see who's on. So Stronghold is on. Before we do the giveaway, let me just see here. Probably do Tim. Let's see what they got going on here. Just go in their channel. Oh, they got Storm King's Thunder going on, and Tim's DMing it, so we'll do them. Why not? Because Tim's going to be playing. So what did I do here? Can we go back to my own channel? Sorry about that. Yeah, it'll be fun. So we'll have a blast this week. Multiple adventures coming up. It'll be craziness tomorrow night. So get in on the action. Guarantee it won't be as crazy as the Hero Points as last Thursday. Nothing can come to that again. That was nuts. But we're gonna have some fun with with this group. Hey, thanks, man. Thank you very much, Geek. Oh, Patrick did it. Thank you. Awesome. All right. Here we go. Last call. Exclamation point drawing. I'm going to close it out in 5 seconds. And then we'll... 2 winners. Your choice of 2 reprints. Okay. All right, everyone in? Cool. Alex got in under the wire here. Closing the entry. I got to go back and forth because it's... there we go. Winner. That is hysterical. Oh my god, dude! That was oh my gosh. All right, just tell me. Go over. Oh my gosh, Alex, that's funny. Hey, dude, you got Paladin in Hell or Moonlight Madness? I don't know if you have those too, because I have them right here. Or I have Vecna Reborn too, with the Ravenloft version. So just let me know what 2, and I'll send them right out to you. I obviously have your address. Well deserved, man. Sometimes that's the way it goes. So, all right. Well, thanks all. I hate the thing being up top. I do on it, but I guess I get used to it. So he cracked the code or something, man. Yeah. So we'll see you all tomorrow night. It's 7:30 start. It started at 7 last week. Actually, I was on at 6:30 because of all the special stuff. But normal time tomorrow night, 7:30 to 11. Yeah, and it's gonna be. You'll be like, what the hell's going on? These people are fighting dwarves. Well, yeah. You'll. It's part of the It's part of the campaign.
Yep.
So yeah, I got 2 dwarven bandit groups running around.
Well, Ulek is dwarven country to a large degree. So yeah.
Yeah, definitely. It's know, just some fun discussion and stories, and it's not really Knights of Ulek going to be at it tomorrow night, so and that's always fun too. So Anna, thanks, that was great. Thank you for all the prep work you did on that one. That was awesome. We'll see you all tomorrow night, and let me hit the wrong button here. All right, everyone have a good one. Setting the raid up. It's raid in Stronghold. Thank you all for the support. Really appreciate everything that's happened this year. It means a lot to me. It really does. Tim is playing next 2 weekends, so it's good for him. All righty. Awesome. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Thank you all for the support. We'll see you tomorrow night.
Yep. It went over 63, so not bad.
Yeah.